So, as the video's been doing so well on the bar mace, I thought I'd actually show you what my favourite medieval style weapon is, and that's the Billhook, or the English Bill. So this one was made for me by Richard Weaponsmith. I can't remember if he still does YouTube videos or not, but he made it himself. So it's just mounted on sort of not a full-size pike style or sort of halberd length pole, this one, but it's sort of just on, not a broom handle, it's much thicker than that. I'm trying to remember what the sort of gardening tool, sort of utility tool this was mounted on. So it's got a socket there where it's just glued in, and then it's got sort of a rivet through it. So that's a bill hook. So it's got its thrusting end at the top for stabbing. It's got the cleaving end of it, so a bill hook, a bit like a brush hook in the US, sort of bush hook, machete type side on that. And then it's got the rear spike for pulling riders off of horses. What we've also got here that you can see is another one he did, which is a glaive. So a glaive is basically another type of polearm, just a big blade with a stabbing point, as you can see at the top, and then a big chopping edge there. And there's a Chinese dowel there, which has got a thing on the end, so the spike's covered up by a little point there. But that, again, is another it's kind of like the Chinese equivalent of a glaive, just a very big sort of falchiony sword type thing on a pole. So yeah, they're my sort of more interesting medieval chopping instruments. But like I said, the bill hook is definitely my favourite out of those, because it's the one, obviously, which my country is famous for. So it's, you know, the British English equivalent of a halberd, does all the same functions, you know, like I said, it is essentially a halberd, just with a different variety of curves on it.